All right, so for this lesson, we're going to be talking about solving system of equations using substitution. And if you think about that word substitution, well, the root word there is substitute, which just means to replace something. And that's exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to use some kind of method of replacing one variable with an expression in order to simplify and solve for a variable. So let's actually look at the steps involved in this. And these are the steps that are involved in any solving a system of equation using substitution. Okay, the very first thing we need to do always is we need to make sure we get an x and x or a y by itself first. So you need to have either x equals or y equals. So it either needs to be x equals or y equals somewhere. Okay, can't do it without that. Second step. So once we have that, we're going to basically substitute and say an expression for x or y. And when we look at an example, that second step will make a lot more sense. Okay, and once you actually have done that, you can solve for a variable. Oops. So effectively what you're doing is you're just creating an equation that you can solve that only has one variable instead of both the x and the y. You'll only have x or you'll only have y. So you can solve for the first variable. Okay, once you've solved for the first variable, you'll know what x or y equals at this point. Then you can plug the value of the first variable into the equation. Let's say n equation, because you can use either one. And then finally, you can solve for the second variable. Okay, so go ahead, take a second. Second variable, sorry. Go ahead and take a second, review these steps, and then that first question is asking you, I want you to put these in order, because knowing these steps means that you can solve any system of equation using substitution.